Last season, United shrugged Norwich aside. 3 goals in an 8-minute spell in the first half, game over. But this City side seems to be made of sterner stuff. He's played 3 times for England, his first 3 caps since the start of the season, and that's had a very beneficial effect to his overall game at club level. Ince again, off goes McClair, out comes Bryan Gunn. And the man at the helm of the club, Alex Ferguson, who's paid tribute to Mark Robins, although he's been somewhat embarrassed by the number of goals. Fox, immediately 2 Manchester United players getting to him. Irwin will need help from Sharpe, and he's got it. Cantona, who's contributed for United by his presence at the club, now he's got a chance to do it out on the pitch over a full 90 minutes. McClair, good try. He's been a thorn in Norwich's side in recent meetings. If anything, hit it too well. Shot thumping into the midriff of Gunn. McClair again, fouled by Irwin, McClair's put it wide. That was a good opportunity, and suddenly Manchester United asserting themselves after Norwich had started to control the tempo of the game, but Irwin saw a gap. McClair got to it just as the ball arrived, just off target. He ruled out with a groin injury picked up in training yesterday. Irwin, Cantona showing, Hughes, run on for the Frenchman. Now Ryan Giggs, Sharpe's got into the centre as well. Giggs slips Bowen easily. Parker to keep the pressure off. Giggs again. Well, that's fine defending by Sutch. But Bruce, Sharpe waiting on the edge of the area. Bruce using Hughes, getting into the centre himself. And Roger Milford just checking with the linesman. It is he's certainly not the greatest danger, really, Brian McClair, in the early skirmishes here. It's a throw that Irwin will take. Cantona clipped it up nicely. Hughes so strong with his back to goal. Parker has got the better of Bowen, and Parker tries for goal himself, and that would have been a collector's item. In a distinguished career, Parker's league total of goals is only 3, none of them in the colours of Manchester United. That nearly changed. Good push by Pallister. Megson, who's on because Crook, we learn, has strained a calf muscle. Beckford. It's Darren Beckford's 2nd season with Norwich City, and he has had a difficult time recently with injuries. McClair. Forward early from Irwin. Again, Hughes does well. Cantona read it beautifully. Giggs. It's fine football from Manchester United. Ince. Cantona has miskicked it. Sharpe can't turn it in. It was a glorious opportunity, and it would have been a classic goal because everything was right about the build-up until it came to the shot, and even then Sharpe might have scored. In fact, he had a very good chance of scoring. Robins. Fox. Now that's an interesting ball for Beckford. And now Robins has a chance for him, and Schmeichel has kept it out somehow. And Mark Robins reflects that he was absolutely in the right place with that instinct for goal that he developed here at Old Trafford. But he couldn't give him. No sign of any inferiority complex here for Norwich City. Manchester United have the tradition. Now they have the ball, and Hughes put through by McClair. Out comes Gunn. Hughes has gone round him, and can't finish the job. It was a straightforward stop for John Polston. And after a period of play when the defences were starting to dominate, first Robbins at one end, then Hughes at the other, with clear opportunities. Irwin, Hughes, Cantona trying to get round Bowen, and he's done so. Gunn stops it, Cantona again, McClair! It stayed out. Norwich would have felt that the whistle should have gone for a push by Cantona. United still have the ball with Ince, and Gunn grasps it gratefully. My word, a flurry of activity as we come to the finish of the first half. But Cantona, through brute force and any blinding brilliance then, was allowed to go on against Mark Bowen after a stern physical confrontation. We're in stoppage time at the end of the first half. The two men that we featured really at the outset, Mark Robbins and Éric Cantona, will go to the dressing room, each feeling that they could have scored here, should have scored here. Cantona with a couple of chances, Robbins with one that normally, when he's razor sharp, and to be fair, he hit the target, he made Schmeichel save it, but you would have bet on him to have converted it. And plenty of fine passing of the Norwich City, who've never finished higher than 4th in the top division in England, but only last May ended up in 18th place, just 3 points away from relegation. And although they've had their difficult moments defensively in the first half here at Old Trafford, they've certainly had an even share of the ball in midfield. Fox. Here's Ince. Phillips saw that coming. Pallister arm raised for offside, but Gary Megson with something to chase there. It's a goal kick. Megson has fitted in snugly. It's been around a long time now. Who allowed Robbins to leave Old Trafford at the start of this season. Megson. And this is Sutch. Oh, Robbins. Oh, Parker. That came off nearer the heel of the boot, and it is a corner and a heart-stopping moment, but Mark Robbins was nearly in full cry of jubilation then. It avoided him to the goal for his own comfort. It's a corner, Phillips to take it. Out comes Schmeichel, made it his, wants to use it quickly, does. Ryan Giggs gave him someone to throw the ball to, and Bowen, who is a colleague with Wales, was a skillful opponent here with Norwich City for Ryan Giggs. Megson loses Ince. Robbins. For home support, trying to influence proceedings now. But they'll be worried here. It's Robbins. There are 4 up for Norwich. Oh, and it didn't quite reach Phillips. It was furious. Beckford had made the first run nearer the ball. That was an opportunity. Ince. There's a spread to the game at the moment. Giggs. Here's Sharpe. United's turn. Oh, a missed kick by Sutch is perfectly for Hughes! Oh, it was gift-wrapped. In the 14th minute of the second half, Mark Hughes scores for the 4th game in a row. And poor Daryl Sutch, left in despair. Delight for United. And Hughes, and that came moments after Norwich had got themselves into a position of real menace at the other end. Well, they've come from behind before this season. At set pieces, he waits on the sidelines at the moment, and Bruce clears easily. Culverhouse, Hughes, Culverhouse nagging away at him. Good work from Ince. Here's Sharpe. Phillips has got back. Still Sharpe. Hughes has got to it. And in the end, when Mark Hughes, I think, was still thinking about trying to goal himself, Ince said, "That's mine." But they were outnumbering Norwich for a moment or two, Manchester United. Asked to help here in a rescue act in the closing stages of a very significant fixture indeed. McClair. Whose tally of goals for Manchester United is now 105, which is a great return. Cantona. Helped out by Ince. Giggs, freedom here for Cantona. He needs to pick the right ball, and well, it wasn't far away from being just that. It was Culverhouse who towed it away from Hughes. And Norwich keep it up to now. For Hughes. Was it handball by Polston? No. Phillips, it's got to go forward quickly. Not quickly enough. Major headway made here by Manchester United in the Premier League. The trailblazers Norwich City are pegged back by Mark Hughes, his 10th goal of the season. He's scored in the last 4 games now, and Norwich failed to score in the Premier League for the first time this season. United helping not only their cause but all those clubs in the chasing pack. No happy return for Mark Robins. Éric Cantona, though, with 90 minutes under his belt, which will be of immense value, I'm sure. And Norwich are beaten again in the Northwest, where all their setbacks this season have been staged. Manchester United coming towards the holiday period in fine form and festive spirit.